And
yeah, that was weird. That conversation was awkward as hell. And then
did he call him a
Thomas said, "I call you the crazy leprechaun." And then Danny said, "Oh, I'm playing a psychological thriller game." And Thomas Michael was like, "Yeah, psych." And then Danny was like,
thriller sounds better.
Yeah, and just that whole conversation, I just thought, ooh. And then I thought, Danny is really not gelling with these housemates.
It's hard being the outsider.
Yeah. And then they were showing Danny kissing up to people.
I thought I just deleted my notes, but I haven't.
And Danny said to whom, "When you're NASA smart, you see that stuff." Was that in the diary room?
Danny putting tan on to make him look more muscular, he said. I don't know about that. I remember him saying that.
He said it twice, that's why.
He was working both cameras in the diary room. He's going to start throwing some grenades, he said. He's going to form an alliance with Josh, and he also wants to work with Luke.
Yes.
The plan was quite good. It's just how he executed it.
Yeah.
That's when he said about Katie's blindside jumper. I took her out. And then there was a food challenge. I haven't got anything more about what Danny did.
The only other thing I had was he was second to Josh, and then Luke said he wanted to work with Danny, but he was keeping an eye on him. Like, you know, circumstances could change. Recollections may vary.
I think that's just everyday life for Luke. Oh, obviously not in the real world, just in the game.
Oh, come on, would you behave like that in the real world? So, the task. So it's just the boring daytime task that they do. And it was the old classic, transporting a ball along with the lips.
Where did we see that lately? Canada.
We saw it on Canada
during the pandemic, because we were shocked.
And Jed and that. Do you remember?
We also saw it. No, it was a series before, the one that got shut down. Because we were like, that's not COVID secure.
Oh. I feel like it was on the recent one as well.
I feel like I've seen Danny do it before and try not to like kiss.
Yeah, they think they did, and they
someone.
did. They've done it on BBUS before, but I think that was before the time.
I'm sure there was a comp where Danny had to do it because we were laughing at him.
Quite possible. I thought Jess would be a shoe-in for this with her massive lips.
She did pass one though.
Yeah, she did one, not the first one though.
Oh, they put lip gloss on before, which was a bit strange.
Lip
so
gloss
they had
bitches.
to get this ball off of an airstream. I like an airstream.
Why not?
From, I think, the corridor where the diary room is, all the way to the garden, using pursed lips.
Ooh, pursed.
Pursed, or their face, within 60 seconds. That's quite far to go.
It is, yeah.
They love to get running around on Big Brother Australia, don't they?
I thought Danny shouldn't really have chosen Josh, because Josh was like
10 times his
yeah,
height.
that didn't work. So Danny had to do it for Tim Tams.
And Big Brother said, and Danny, you don't have to divide these into 16s.
Oh, I'm sad we're not going to hear all these other references to Danny's last season.
The lost references.
Psh. Tom wanted sushi. He said he could eat sushi for every meal, I think. Don't look like it. Look at him.
Did you hear what he said about Josh?
No.
He chose Josh to do the lips thing with.
Yeah.
And he goes, if I had to share spit with somebody, it would probably be him.
Okie doke. Well, I see you, Thomas Markle. I've put here, I like Ellie's ear cuff with no earrings look. Getting inspired by the style on Phoebe once again.
I forgot to look at these brushed eyebrows.
Oh yeah, Ellie has them. So then Danny is just being a diary room warrior because no one else likes him. He said, I'm excited to even be here.
Hang on. They won a lot of things in this task. We didn't even see the coffee machine competed for, and they had a coffee machine, they had sundaes, they had sushi, and Imogen's juices and kombucha.
Oh God, Imogen's juices. Sounds like
a special juice. She has that juice in the morning and she has it in the evening before she goes to bed. Do you like kombucha?
I thought it was alcoholic.
No, it's just fermented.
Is that how you say it? Kombucha? I thought it was called kombucha.
Kombucha.
Yeah.
Kombucha. Did I say kombucha?
Oh yeah. I can't it's not to say then.
It's made out of tea, right? Have you seen it?
I've seen it, yeah.
You've seen a SCOBY?
I've heard of it.
It's this like big jelly thing that forms, and they like this. The liquid that comes off of it is the kombucha.
That sounds absolutely gross.
It looks like a jellyfish. It's quite strange.
Oh, hell no.
I think it's fungus.
Oh, no. I'm not getting involved with that. That sounds absolutely vile.
Danny told Big Brother that he's been soft on the VIPs.
Mm.
Did he say he has a dead younger brother?
Yeah, I've got it here. Josh said to Danny, "Are you an only child?" And Danny said, "No, I've got a dead older brother and a little sister." That's a conversation stopper, isn't it?
I didn't really elaborate on it, or it wasn't covered.
No, it's like, whoa. Josh then said, and I think this could be your tattoo of the week,
Yeah.
"I'm more than just your standard Instagram wanker."
Danny looked at Josh's Instagram and thought he was an Instagram wanker, but apparently he says he isn't an Instagram wanker.
So Danny was doing the research before he went in. I see.
Josh said he actually gets anxious in crowds and he never goes to parties.
He's not invited, that's why. So then we had this scene with Ellie and Josh doing the Dead Dad
Oh, the Dead
one-upping.
Dad Club, didn't they call it,
Yeah.
or something?
So Ellie was like talking about her dad, and Josh tried to cut it off straight away. He was like, "You don't have to go into it." Like, shut up, I don't want to talk about this. And then Josh was kind of like, "My dad's dead too." And Ellie was like, "We're talking about me, not you." And then he was saying about his dad taking pills. I couldn't work out if he'd like OD'd or killed himself.
He said he was on Valium
Valium,
for something. Painkillers?
Maybe it was an OD. Anyway.
Is that one of the ones people get prescribed and then it becomes addictive?
Yeah, it's addictive, yeah. But Valium's like, it's not a painkiller, it's just like relaxing, but maybe relax too much. No, they didn't call it the Dead Dads Club, they called it the No Dads Club.
Oh.
Dead Dads Club was more accurate. Like, also, save this shit to the final week. You don't want to do your dead dad too early, do you?
No.
Ooh,
You don't. You don't. I think he said his mum woke him up to tell him that his dad was dead, and then
Oh, didn't he go in and sing?
yeah, and that's what triggered his anxiety.
I'm
which
not surprised.
I'm not surprised
Yeah,
either.
that sounds hideous.
And Ellie seemed to relate to like finding someone, so it was actually quite a
It was-
deep
it was,
conversation.
and then they
but
had
it
a hug.
got all of 10 seconds, as any conversation does on this show. Josh said he hadn't cried in the last 4 years since his dad had died, but he was actually crying in the diary room.
So maybe it was cathartic to talk about it.
He's doing the Chad, and he said he said he's playing it for his dad, who loved the show.
Ah.
That's very common to be
Perfect.
spoken about in this version.
It's because the parents love Big Brother, don't they? Most young people don't bother with it, except us. Oh, we're not young anymore. Danny said he was playing the game. Let's bring the war on. Danny looks.
This was day 10, by the way, the next day.
Danny looks knackered. I've noticed. He looked absolutely exhausted.
He always does.
God, he looks like he's worn out. He wants to target Bernie as he's an actor, and he doesn't even know who he is.
He said he needs to try to open up the game a bit. Why was Bernie going around putting out the towels like he's the hotel staff? Did you see that?
No.
Yeah. Danny's basically like, Bernie, he's an actor, I don't trust him, and also like he's being too nice kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to Bernie, he's like rolling up the towels, putting them out on the sunbeds.
The nice
But then
guy.
Danny like goes and like unrolls one.
Did he?
And just, yeah, but
Did
like,
he?
they did sit on it, but I thought he was just trying to like
trying
piss
to
him
be
off.
petty. Yeah, so this is
He
how...
was, he picked with the wrong person, didn't
He
he?
did just a bit. So this is how Danny's game unravelled. He goes up to Bernie...
Like a towel on a
Yeah.
sunbed.
He goes up to Bernie and goes, "Is that your own hair?" And Bernie went, "Yeah, I didn't get plugs." Which I thought, ooh, snap back, because
Well,
Danny...
he said, neither did I. They're individual hairs or something.
same
It
thing,
wasn't
innit?
plug. Sure, it's the same.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Plug
And-
in. Oh, Marissa, could you please plug in
Plug
Danny's
it
hair?
in, plug it in. And then Danny went to him, "You're next. If I win today, you're
Why
going to
did
go."
he fucking say that? What
He did
idiot.
this before. He used to
He did
do
do
it.
that to
He
someone.
did it to Katie. He did it to Katie.
Because it worked last time.
Yeah,
It's a proven
yeah.
formula.
This is such a stupid thing to do. I
He's
don't
learnt
get
nothing.
it. But when he did it, I was like, yeah. And then, of course, it has to be Bernie fucking wins.
Well, he was saying to Bernie
yeah.
in the kitchen, he goes, I know who's not going to put me up. Bernie. He's trying to do some reverse well,
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't reverse psychology. He's trying to do some forward psychology
Right.
to get him to not put him up. Mm-hmm. But then goes, basically, I'm coming for you. I don't know what the game was he was playing, but it was severely flawed.
Absolutely stupid. Then Bernie was like being, the self-proclaimed nice guy. What?
Hey, Danny asked Bernie to do a UK accent.
Oh, yeah.
It was quite good, actually. He did British. He did an English accent.
Oh, yeah.
but
It's like, call blimey, governor.
it's just a bit funny because like a UK accent is not a thing. Is
No, it's not. So then Bernie said Danny's got to go to Tom and Ellie. And then I think Tom said again, he's a leprechaun, he's like a Shar-Pei mixed with a wiener dog. It's not very nice.
A Shar-Pei? What
It's
is a Shar-Pei?
dog, some sort of dog.
Uh-oh. Bernie,
Oh.
yeah, Ellie and Thomas are all in agreement Danny should go.
Boo!
Thomas described... It's Thomas. He described Danny as a shitty little leprechaun to them.
Fuck
How
you!
rude!
Fuck you, Thomas
That's
Markle.
the GOAT. ITW.
That's the greatest of all time in the world. Better than the cookout. Better than anything. That was the first thing that was in my mind.
Controversial.
Go on.
Bernie and Ellie are in the bathroom and they agree that Luke is a strong player.
Oh no! Don't go after him
Bernie
as well.
is going to try to bring Luke into their alliance, which is going to work well for Luke. This is actually Bernie's undoing now I look back at it.
Yeah. Hold on, I got a bit before that. Bernie was literally eavesdropping on Danny
The house.
talking, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's eavesdrop on the house. Danny was running around snarling. And he said, "Enjoy your last day with me as one of us is going home." Well, he
Who
went
said that?
wrong.
Who said
Danny. Bernie.
Yeah, Danny took Luke into that red room and told him
Red rat.
he's putting up, stop that. He's putting up Luke.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Did you say he was going to put Luke up?
Oh yeah, he did say he was going to put Luke up, but I don't know why.
Okay.
I don't know. That wasn't helpful.
Imogen and Bernie, and the plan was... Wait, I think Danny went on the block once, didn't he? As part of the plan. Did he not?
No, he went.
Last year. I mean,
Oh, last year.
Last
maybe.
season.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Anyway, it's part of the plan that like Luke goes onto the block and then they pile the votes on Bernie. This was some
Right.
sort of plan.
Okay.
Luke seemed to be quite into it, and I did think this kamikaze gameplay, only Luke could really buy into that,
That's true.
because he's been there, he's been in a process like this, which is similar. Survivor's the same. You have to
Yeah.
like scheme and make open
Yeah, of
alliances.
course.
So yeah, there was some sort of plan there. So they sort of like teamed up, and that's when Bernie was like outside. But it didn't seem like he got any of that conversation, did it?
It was hard to tell, wasn't it? Whether he could actually hear or not. And Luke went into the diary room and he said, "I'm like the Pentagon up in this joint." Let's hope that a plane isn't flying at me. Danny was putting his war paint on, and then Jess had to fix it for him because she said it looks
Like an eye pack or something. Yeah.
Danny said, "Oh yeah, so it was the start of the comp, and Danny said, 'Please let me win' to Big Brother." Why does he have to make it so nerve-wracking?
Hang on.
What?
I got something here. Bernie said to Luke, "Let's take this to the end." When he went to try and bring him into the alliance, they shook on it, but had a Judy James moment. Luke agreed to this, but at the same time, he was stroking his earlobe.
Oh no.
Giveaway, isn't it?
Yeah, dead giveaway.
So
Either
the
that or someone was
rubbing-
talking about him.
It's either rubbing the nose or touching the ear.
The writing was on the wall then, wasn't it?
What was this competition?
I don't know. So, was it hanging on to that money?
Yeah, it was the money bag one.
Why is Danny saying he'll go up? Oh yeah, he goes, "If I go up, I'll go home." And why is he putting that into people's heads?
Well, he was not wrong. He's been
Yeah.
acting like a complete
Maniac.
shitty leprechaun for the last 2 days. Yeah, like a maniac.
So the task was you had to hang on to these bags of cash, and then it was sort of being tilted backwards, wasn't it?
It's funny because almost Jack's prophecy coming true, wasn't it?
Oh, the money.
Money on a fishing line for Thomas Markle.
Money. It was. So, I think this task favours a short person, which should help Danny.
Well, this was an enjoyable watch. It was tense, right?
Now, what we need to know is, when did this jelly snake come into the equation? Did Bernie have it in his pocket? Did he have it down his pants? What happened here? Can you talk us back through it, each step by step?
Well, I haven't been privy to any lollies entering the house. Unless they came in with the task where they had to do the balls. And someone wanted maybe a jar of lollies. Or perhaps, there's something left in Danny's old survival kit.
If it was, Bernie wouldn't be fucking eating it. I know that much. What do you think of this? The psychology of this? Having a jelly snake, eating it, waving it at someone, generally taunting them with it.
Well, we do know the snake is synonymous with the reality TV show tropes of, you can't be trusted. You're the snake.
Slithering around.
Bunny was eating the snake.